Hey, it's too many riffs. We've been talking a lot about the positives and negatives about ELYON, the good and the bad. Today we're going to take a step back and look at the full picture and ask ourselves, with all these things in mind, in its current state, can ELYON succeed? Let's get this out of the way first. I know I'm talking about a game that's in beta. ELYON's obviously going to have another beta weekend. It's obviously going to launch sometime in Q3, Q4 of this year, or whenever it launches. I'm talking about closed beta test 1. This is clearly the most unstable place the game is going to be in, or hopefully it's going to be in. You never know, because Fallout 76, Anthem, stuff like that can happen. That's why we're here talking it today. Next, I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers. People want the games to succeed. So do I. The reason I'm so negative about this game is because I feel this game has great potential, and I want it to be realized. Bluehole needs to fix some things, and we need these things fixed before the North American release. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, like a ton of work. The point of a beta is to find those problems and bring them up so they can fix these things, change these things, polish things that need to be polished. We don't want another Bless Online. Now that we have that out of the way, let's ask ourselves a question and answer it honestly. If closed beta test 1 was the launch product, could ELYON succeed in that state? I know this is a clickbait title, and the answer may surprise you. Or not. Because the answer is no. Yep, done. Let's pack this up and go home. Wait, I'm already home. But why? Why couldn't ELYON succeed? It's simple, really. The game doesn't respect the player. Let's talk about it. Imagine for a second you get a new piece of loot. Awesome. Congrats. Now you need to ask yourself a few questions. What rune color did I just roll? And how many enhancement attempts did I just get? See, that's the first major glaring issue here. The gearing in this game sucks. It just plain sucks. There's no other way to describe it than trying to take a d20 and roll a 10 15 times in a row. It's terrible. You start off with wanting an item that has, say, a red rune, and 5 enhancement attempts on it. Then as you enhance it, it gets more rune slots, and surprise, it's a 1 in 6 chance that you get more red rune slots. It's also, it can succeed, can fail, and if it's a breakthrough item, that failure can destroy the item. So it's a system that combines RNG with RNG with RNG to make getting one piece of gear a pain. Now do that like 8 times. Have fun. Does this sound like a good system for the players? Because remember, how many skill attribute points you have and how many rune traits you have are tied into this system. Your player power and your build is determined by this whole thing. And it's trash. It just feels like trash. Now if you look at Korea in the fact that they are adding raiding and possibly raid tiers and PvP seasons and all that type of stuff, and having to get new gear every 6 or 10 or 12 months. And this system is one of those things that if it gets to launch, it will kill the game. Straight up. We've seen it before with World of Warcraft and Legion with legendaries, or in BFA with Azerite armor. The North American audience has shown in the past they hate these types of systems. The devs need to look at this and rebuild a lot of the gearing and progression systems in this game, or this game will fail. There isn't 10 plus years of good vibes and, friendships made to fall back on like in World of Warcraft. This needs to be changed. This needs to be changed. Yes, I know this is a dramatic video, but this is very warranted. We need to look at these things and provide our honest feedback, or these things will make it to live and hurt the game. I'm not making these videos to blow hot air or smoke or whatever. I want ELYON to be as good as possible, so we need to call the devs out. In any game, not just ELYON, when the game needs to be better. The other thing I want to talk about today is how much the game gates content. I know a lot of games do this to a certain extent. For example, World of Warcraft historically has gated you to 25 dailies a day. But what ELYON gates and how much they gate, it's excessive. First, you can only get loot from 4 dungeons a day. That's a tiny amount. Then you have 20 dailies you can do. Mana experience is also gated, and that's only 4 portals you can go through a day. PvP is limited to how much you can do. So basically, if you play more than a few hours, you can get to the point where there's nothing to do. The game is basically telling you when and how much you can play the game. That's terrible. It's another system that makes no sense. I do understand bits and pieces, like the 20 daily quests. Miss Pandaria had issues with allowing players to do every daily quest every day. But when everything is gated, they're basically telling the player to go grind boars in a forest or stop playing the game. Is this healthy for the long term of the game? Is this something where being repeatedly told you're done and go play another game is going to keep you logging in? Or will you over time migrate to a game you can fully immerse yourself in that has little to no gating? I hate being all doom and gloom here, but we need to talk about this and other things and repeatedly tell the devs this isn't good enough. It's not enough for us to sit here and act like the devs or will always have our best interest in mind. We need to bring these issues up now so they can fix these things. And instead of simping for the game, simply ask the devs to do better if they want our money. So that's all for today's video. I just wanted to talk about a few serious issues this game has. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. If you feel I missed something, don't forget to toss that in the comment section below, and we might be able to talk about that in the future. Subscribe for more ELYON content. I do also go live on Twitch. If you want to talk about games, if you want to talk about ELYON, I go live 3 to 4 times a week between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. And the link for that is in the description below. As always, I hope you have yourself a great day, and thank you very much for watching.